Hey guys, welcome to this video. So today's video is going to be like another crochet with me, but this is gonna be the second part of the first part that I did. When we working on a blanket for my sister. So in my last crochet video, the first part, I crocheted some squares, and now ever since I filmed that video, after I've been crocheting like way more, and I just got a lot done. So I'm gonna just show you guys this stack of squares that I've done after I finished filming that video. Right now I did finish, I made this square, and yeah, I used this red heart yarn in the shade Spruce, and I also used this yarn, this pink yarn. I'm just using up this pink like yarn. This is my sister's yarn, but I'm using it up so because you know. Anyway, I'm gonna work on some squares, but right now I'm gonna just show you guys the squares that I did already, and I'm trying to get like all of my scrap yarns made up into squares. I have two balls of yarn. I have this green ball, and then I have this tan color that I'm gonna use also. And I was thinking about double stranding these two together, but I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the squares that I did already, and yeah. So this is the whole stack that we did. I think the last time I checked, I counted this today. Don't mind these flowers, my graduation flowers that my sister-in-law made, but don't mind those. This is the stack of squares that I made so far, and I made about this much squares today, so we still have a lot more to do because I have to make 140 squares for this blanket to come together. But we have this square, this one, and I really like this one. We got that one. So these are all of the squares that we did today. Yeah, I think we did all of these squares today, but the last time I checked we had 34 squares. So I'm gonna take this square out because this is supposed to be a starburst granny square, but I messed up on it. I think this is supposed to be like a solid starburst granny square thing. So I'm gonna take the yarn out and use this yarn for a granny square, and yeah, but also don't mind this spray here, but I'm gonna use this yarn, and yeah. like this square a lot. There is some like ends that have to end, but I'm just gonna tie them up. But this is how it turned out. Yeah. Guys, so I made this square. I decided to double strand the 2 yarns because I wanted to see how it looked together for some reason. I also sized down a hook like 2 sizes down. I switched to a 5mm hook instead of I think that was like 6.25 that I was using at first, but I did use this square and I made another one, but I put it over there already with the other squares. So yeah. Alright, so this is a square I just like finished before I did this one. And I'm glad I sized down like 2 hooks, because if I didn't, this square would have been bigger than it actually should be. So now it fits. This it's the same size as the rest of the squares. So now we have 2 stacks. Well, not 2 stacks, but this is just one whole stack, but I just split it in half basically. So yeah. Okay, so yesterday I made another square, and I decided to try out a solid square. This is how it came out. I only did 4 rows because it matched up to this square. So this was kind of like a tester. I don't know if I'm gonna do these for the project, but I did a good job. You know, it's not too curvy, not too like this. So I did do this for last night. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do like a couple of these solid ones, and then I'm gonna just do the rest of the squares with granny squares, because yeah. So I'm gonna do about 6 of these, so I have to make 5 more of the solid ones, so that everything could be like matched up. I don't want anything to be uneven. So yeah, that's a little update. It's the next morning actually. So I'm gonna get to crocheting right now. I have my yarn bag, my project bag, and I have this much yarn left. I have I have a lot of this yarn left. Okay. I'm gonna put these in a separate square together. Yeah, I'm just gonna get to crocheting now and get some squares done. I'm gonna make a solid one with this color. So it should be like anyways, I'm gonna get started with this square, and then yeah. squares, two solid granny squares. This one, I think I'm gonna block these a little bit. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna like sew them on when I'm sewing all of the squares together so that it will be easier. And yeah. So we have this green one, which is really nice. Really nice. Yeah. This is what I did for the square. I did 4 clusters of double crochet, and I made a magic ring. And then the second row, I did my corner like usual, and then I went and I did 2 double crochets right there. And then I did, it's like a corner, 2 double crochets, a corner, and it gets like the amount of double crochets that's in between the corners gets like it increases basically. So like this row, it's like corner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets, and then I think it's like a corner and then more in between the corner. But we have a pink one and a green one, so yeah. Hey guys, update. I made another square, but I made a solid granny. I used the pink and the green together, and it looks good. It looks great together. Don't mind this little area here. I kind of like did that on accident, and it's, you know, it's okay. You can't really I can't tell really, but yeah, I have. And then I have these two, so these are really good. I'm not gonna block these because if I block them, they're gonna be a little more bigger, and they're not gonna be the same size anymore. So I'm not going to block them at all. So yeah, but I like how this turned out to be. So now we have 3 of them, and yeah, we have another square done. We made this one just now. Okay, let me tell you about this square. Okay, we made this square, right? And I wanted to finish it with the pink yarn, but we ran out, so I had to put some of this yarn with to finish it, and it doesn't even look that good, but this is like scrap patchwork blanket anyways. We're just gonna like leave it how it is, okay? So I'm gonna go eat something, and then yeah, I'm craving a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so I'm probably gonna have that. Yeah. today I made another square. I made this one. I just mixed yarns. I got more yarn, and I just used this yarn and I mixed it with this yarn, and I really like it a lot. So I'm gonna continue with crocheting squares. I did have these two connected, this gray color and this color, but I wanted to use this gray color for a square, but I don't have enough for it, so I'm just gonna have to add a different color to here or do something. I don't know, but I'm going to catch you guys later when I have a update. Hey guys, so it's been a little bit since I filmed, okay? So I've got some yarns. I found this black yarn and I'm gonna crochet. I'm gonna use this yarn. It is a little dirty, but it's fine. This is like a brand new skein of black yarn. Anyways, I'm gonna use it. I figured out that I'm going to use this yarn to connect all of the squares together, because it might not be enough actually, but we'll see what happens. And I got this from a knit night, so I'm gonna use this yarn, and this is what it looks like. And it's like a purplish color. It's like a light soft purple. So yeah, I also found this yarn that I'm going to use for a square, and I'm going to hold it double together so I can finish up the yarn. I can just use the yarn or whatever. And I also found this yarn. It's like a fluffy yarn. It's like an off-white yarn, and I'm going to use this too. And then I'm going to use this because I have this little bit of yarn that I'm going to put with this black yarn, and I'm going to make a square with it, and hopefully that's enough, but we're just going to see how that goes. I also have this yarn that I didn't use because I was crocheting some squares with this yarn, but I don't want to like keep crocheting with it because it's becoming boring. So I'm gonna just use that, whatever. But when I use two strands together, I'm sizing down to a 5mm hook, which is right here. So I'm gonna use this. So we're just gonna get to crochet. I'm gonna use this yarn for a square first, and then we're just gonna go from there and see how that goes. Alright. Alright, so I have a thought, okay? A thought. Now, I had to size down to a G6 4mm hook because the square looks just too big. So I fear it won't match up with the other squares because the other squares are all the same. And this is a 5mm hook. So this is a little bigger than a 4mm hook, obviously. And you can tell that these are like way bigger. So, but this is a boy, and I don't know what brand hook this is, but it's fine, okay? We're still gonna use this square in this blanket, so yeah. But now I'm going to I have these two yarns together, so I'm just gonna crochet a square with these, and it looks like this is gonna be enough yarn for a square. So I'm gonna use a 4mm hook, not a 5, I meant, not a 4, to crochet the square. Guys, I literally messed up with this square because it was supposed to be, I'm gonna just show you. So it's supposed to be 3 chain 1, 3 chain 1, and then all the way around. But instead of doing 3 and then chain 1, I did 4 and then chain 1, and then I did 3 clusters of 3, and then I chained 1 in between. But I didn't do that for one of the clusters. I did 4 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did chain 1. So I have to go back and take all of this out and go back to the beginning. So yeah, yay. Okay, so now it looks right. I don't know what I was thinking before, but I got it now. So now it's 3 chain 1, 3 chain 1, 3 chain 1, and then so on. So now we can go back to where we were before. So yay. Alright, so we're gonna have a little chat, okay? Little crocheting chat. So I was thinking about one of the squares that I'm gonna do for my sister's blanket that I'm making her. I'm going to make a square, right? But it's gonna be a moon because that's her nickname, Moon. And I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna put a moon in her blanket for her. And I'm going to show you the square that I found, but I didn't make it. My mom made it, but I'm just going to add it to the blanket myself because I want to use it. And plus, it's like the perfect size anyways. So I don't have to do much. I don't have to crochet or like add any rows to it. So it's good. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that right now actually before I continue crocheting. Okay, so I'm here. Let me show you the squares, the other squares that I made. First, I made these are solid granny squares that I made like a couple days ago, and I have these two. So this is kind of like a set all through together. But I have, this is a square I want to show you guys. This square has a little rose on it. I don't know if this is a rose or not, but it looks like a rose to me. But this is a flower, which is really cute. So I'm going to just add it, and plus it matches perfectly with this square. So if I put it up, it's perfect. it is perfect. So I'm gonna add this to the blanket. That's probably gonna be like in the middle, and then I'm gonna add the moon square that I'm gonna make later. But let me show you guys all of the squares that I do have for this blanket, because I'm excited to show you guys. So this is not even all of the squares. I still have a whole stack right there. So this is like a whole, and I think this is about 50 squares right now. I have to count, because the last time I counted I had 44, so I'm sure it's like 50 now, but I have to be sure and I have to double count. Okay, so this is all of the squares that I made so far. At first it was starting off neutral dark color, but then I was like, I wanted to add some light colors to it, so that's what I did. So I'm gonna show you guys how I can move over, but I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the squares that I have made. I have like a whole separate stack that I made too, so let me get that. Alright, this is not a lot of squares, but it has a good amount of squares added to here. And this is like the beginning of the first stack. I still have like more to do, so yeah, but this is a stack of squares. And as you guys see, I started with like dark neutral colors, but I wanted to lighten it up a little bit and add some light colors, so I added some purples, pinks, reds. Well, yeah, I put some red in there, and I put like white in there so that it won't be too dark. So I added some whites here, just some light colors, because I want this blanket to be light, so I don't want it to be too dark. And I also added some green in there because she likes green, like different shades of greens and like neutral colors. So that's that. Update, I finished this square. This is like giving me watermelon vibes. I have no idea why, but this is what this square looks like. So we have this one and this one. Doing an up close of this one. Okay, don't mind this little incident here. It happens, okay? It happens to every crocheter. Only crocheters will know that. Okay. So then we have this one, which is really nice. I really like this one. It's giving me watermelon vibes. I have no idea why, but this one is really nice. I like both of them. So I'm gonna add these over there to the other one. But we're gonna continue crocheting. So I think I'm gonna make the moon one, like the moon square I told you about now, because I want to get that done so I don't have to worry about that. If I don't make it now, I'll forget about it and I won't make it ever. So I'm gonna just make it now. So I'm gonna look at a tutorial on YouTube to like know how to make the square, because I have no idea what, like, how to make it without a tutorial. So I probably will make it with this yarn and the black yarn, or the white, this one and this one. I don't know yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. So I'm going to go. Hey guys, so little update. I started on the moon square, but this is where I left off at, because the tutorial that I was watching, it wasn't giving me a good explanation of how to do it. So this is where I left off. As you can see, I started with the shape of the moon, but I think I'm doing it wrong. So I'm just not gonna like continue with it. I'm just gonna take it out. And I was actually thinking about doing like embroidering like an M on there, or a little nickname, whatever. So I think I'm gonna just do that, but I'm gonna just crochet squares basically. And this looks like a snail. Okay, this looks like a snail. Like, okay, like, don't it look like a snail to you? Like, okay. Anyways, I'm going to go and crochet and be quiet. Okay, but I'm gonna take this out because I don't want to do it anymore, and this is like a little hard. I can't figure it out. So I'm taking it out. Yeah. Alright, so this is the little square that I have so far. I did this, the black, and I'm just gonna continue with this black. After I'm done with this row, I just have to connect it right there. So yeah, but I'm gonna continue with this square, and yeah.